and Anamika Rai.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. So I think in my batch, all total 33 students are there. Simoy Saha, try to join the class in the proper time, okay? Simoy Saha, unmute your microphone.
Yes, sir.
Try to join class in proper time.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So all of you, in this semester, I will take the subject that is called software engineering. It's very unfortunately that maximum people are not getting the chance. Rupesh Kumar, Rahul Rupesh Kumar is in under this group.
No, sir.
Then he is trying to connect. Is there any crime?
He did not join.
Rupesh Kumar and another person is Fun Unlimited. Who is Fun Unlimited? Hello? Fun Unlimited. Whose name is this? Hello? Who is Fun Unlimited? Who is giving this type of name? Fun Unlimited, I don't know who are you, but remove the meeting immediately. Remove the meeting immediately. I think you are not belong to this batch. You are here coming here for funning purpose. Fun Unlimited, I'm again telling you, remove the meeting immediately. Otherwise, I will remove you. Mukesh Chaudhary. Okay. Rahul, actually, I'm not getting that in my batch, 35 students will be there. But
Yes.
already 38. Did you pass the link to the students who are not belong to this class?
So
Rahul,
someone joined with two devices, sir.
Sir,
Wasim
duto device join.
No. You have to connect with one single device. Okay, otherwise hang kore jabe. Look. Rahul, you have to pass the link to those people only who are in this batch, in this list. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So you have to check that one. If anyone wants to join from other class, that means from the other group, that means from the architecture group, he or she must take permission before joining from me. Okay? Here, I
Okay,
told
sir.
you here that anyone, if they want to attend the class of software engineering from architecture group, then he or she can, but he and she must take the permission from me before joining. And I, before the classes, will pass the link to you, and you will be instructed to pass the link only to the 33 students. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyone in this list and not belongs to the software engineering group? Anyone?
Arvind Parai.
Aravinda
Parai.
is attending.
Now left, sir.
Left. Actually, that thing is important. So don't pass that thing to the other people. Okay. Next thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'm starting the software engineering. So software engineering is the first subject where you will find the term engineering. I think in your syllabus, you will never find any subject that is an engineering subject, that is a branch subject, that is not an engineering subject. You will find compiler, you will find operating system, you will find automata, you will find database management system, you will find artificial intelligence, you will find architecture. So this is the first subject what is named as engineering. And all of you are going to be the computer engineer, software engineer. So you are going to be the software engineer and the subject is software engineering. So from this particular information, you can sense that this subject is very, very important to shape the path of a software engineer. So software engineering is the subject where you learn how to develop quality software in time within the stipulated budget. That is the main aim of software engineering. If I want to brief the total subject in a single catch line, so the catch line will be software engineering is the subject where we will learn to develop quality software in time within budget. Quality software in time within budget. That means I am giving emphasis on three particular factors: quality time, quality software in time within budget. That means the quality, time, and budget. That means I have to prepare a good software. So I have to know why a software is not a good software. What is the definition of good software? How I will take a software as a good software. So I have to know this factor. Okay? What is quality? How to qualify a software? কি করে জানবো যে একটা সফটওয়্যার ভালো হবে হোগা কে নেই হোগা? So that quality taking parameters are different. We have to know all those things. So many quality parameters are there. So many quality comfortable certification courses are there. So that is the quality checking thing. Then in time, so I have to develop a good software, quality software in time. That means when we will developing a software, we have to maintain a time schedule. That means when you're developing a software, there must be different parts, different steps. We have to amalgam all those steps. We have to club all those steps. But parallelly, one time matrix will be going on. And we have to make a balance between our development and the time. That means our aim must be we will hand over the total software, total output of the software, or rather the total software package to the customer or to the company on or before a particular date or time. So that date time maintaining factors are very tough. This is a challenge for a software engineer. So we have to maintain this one. So here we will know how to maintain this type of time schedule, how to produce proper output in proper time, etc. Last one is within budget. So budget it means the cost incurred, the cost used to develop in the software development. So the total cost we are using here, that is not a software development cost, but also the cost of the company, the cost of the infrastructure, the cost of the payroll system, cost of the total customers handling system, cost of the requirements handling system. So it's a collection of different parameters of different types of variable costs. Then we are clubbing to get the total cost. So here, for every software, there must be a budget, a fixed budget. So we have to check will not cross that particular budget. So how to fix budget, how to fix or how to estimate the cost of a software before developing the software, that is important. We will know this thing. Parallelly, we will know how to maintain the budget throughout the software development life cycle. Then we will know how to use that different cost parameters in different parts of our software development. And finally, we will know how to use that cost properly throughout the whole life cycle of the software. That is called software engineering. So here, software engineering means here this is a subject where we learn the quality development of quality software in time within budget. Now, why software engineering? Why software engineering is important? Change in nature. Okay, so this scheme is visible to you, na?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So why software engineering? Change in nature and complexity of software. So the nature of software is quite complex, and the nature of the software is changing, updating each and everything. So we have to accommodate in this updating scenario. Accommodate ourselves in this updating scenario. So change is a very quite common term in the case of software engineering. So that's why software engineering is important. Concept of one guru is over. It's a very important line, very interesting line. In primitive time, the software engineers were developing the software, one software with multiple features. But that is called one guru. He or she can give different outputs. But now the concept of one guru is over. Now we are going for the specialized person. That means once upon a time there was a teacher who taught software engineering, compiler, mathematics, physics, chemistry, etc. But now the specialized time of specialization has come. So now we will join software engineering teacher for getting software engineering. We'll join compiler, we'll join network, we will join operating system. So concept of one guru is over. That is quite common in case of software engineering also. That's why software engineering is very important. And we all want improvement. And we are ready to change. So these things are the philosophical or psychological paradigm. That's why we can see, if I say software engineering has come in market. But many factors are also there. Software industry in crisis. So look, this is a very interesting figure where you can say failure rate of software is 31%. Okay, success rate is only 16%, and over budget software is 53%. That means you can add this over budget plus failure rate as a failed project. And you can see only 16 projects out of 100 has been succeeded to run the output. That means all success rate is very, very less. That's why this is the real picture of the software industry. So many people are going to join the software industry. So many software companies are developing software each and every day. Customers are huge, customer base is huge. But still, the success rate of software is very, very low. And that's why you can say software industry is in crisis. And this is the sorry state of software engineering today. Successful rate on a 20 basis can cancel 23%, over budget completed, not completed by budget is 49%. So data on 28,000 projects completed in 2000. So this is as per IBM report, another report is talking report is there. Another IBM, as per the IBM report, 31% of the project get cancelled before they are completed. Try to think. 31% of the project get cancelled before they are completed. 53% overrun their cost estimates by an average of, this is not 189, this is 89. 89% for every 100 projects, there are 94 restarts. So these facts are shocking facts. So actually, after making the synopsis, you can say software industry is in crisis. And that's why if you see this curve, this is a curve between hardware and software, sorry. This is a curve between hardware and software. You can see from 1960 to 1999, 2000, 2020, 2010, 2020, you can see this is the cost is gradually decreasing in case of hardware. But that is not the case of software. So there is another curve. This is called the Moore's curve. Moore's law says that processor speed or memory cache capacity doubles every 2 years. Processor speed, I think another people is coming. Masum Raj. Rahul, Masum Raj belongs to this group? Rahul? Who is Masum Raj? Masum Raj is this group, under this group.
Yes, sir.
Masum? Hello, Masum Raj. Masum Raj. Masum Raj, please unmute your microphone. My God, how they are attending the classes? Masum Raj, are you listening? I have to remove him.
No, sir. Masum Raj is in architecture. Masum Raj is not in this group.
That's why Masum Raj is attending, but I am not hearing Masum Raj. Removing him. Any student, I am repeating, from architecture group can join this class, but he or she must take permission before joining. Okay. So Rahul, please spread that thing to your students, to your friends.
Okay, sir.
So this is Moore's law. Moore's law says that processor speed and the memory capacity doubles every 2 years. So you can easily see, if you assess the last decade, you can see every 2 years, after every 2 years, the processor speed and the memory has been doubled. Once upon a time, we were using floppy disks. Now we are using the hard disks, the external hard disks. The pen drive that belongs to a 1 TB or 2 TB. So memory capacity is increasing, the processor speed is also increasing. But that is not the case for hardware. Software. Again, in this graph, you can see the growth is very, very low. The blue curve is for software and the red curve is for hardware. You can see the software curve is very low. So managers and technical persons, till the software industry is in crisis, this figure says that still the managers and the technical persons are openly asked openly ask the engineers, why does it take so long to get the program finished? Why are costs so high? Why cannot we find all errors before release? Why do you have difficulty in measuring progress of software development? So this type of stupid questionnaires are there for the software engineers. Now, after assessing the crisis all over the software industry, now they are trying to identify the factors contributing to the software crisis. So four factors we have identified. One is larger problem. Second one is lack of adequate training in software engineering. Third one is increasing skill shortage. And last one is low productivity improvement. Larger problem, lack of adequate training, increasing skill shortage, and low productivity improvement. So now in this slide, you will find different stories of different software failures, famous software failures. So I will pass this PDF to Rahul. Just go through those stories. Ariane 5, it took the European Space Agency 10 years and $7 billion to produce Ariane 5, a giant rocket capable of hurling a pair of 3-ton satellites into orbit, with each launch and intended to give Europe overwhelming supremacy in the commercial space business. So a huge project was that. But the rocket was destroyed only after 39 seconds of its launch at an altitude of 2.5 miles, along with the payload of 4 expensive and unsecured scientific satellites. So, why this software failed? This is an example. Why took a problem? One interesting problem was there. Why took a problem? In 2000, we were students at that time. We noticed that error. So, before 2000, everyone was writing the date as DD format, not DDDD format. That means everyone is writing the year as 99, 98, 97, 94, like that. When that 2000 came, all become 00. And it affects the banking industry very effectively. And many people lost their account balance, lost their account details, etc. So Y2K problem is a huge problem. That is a problem of the software. Like the Patriot missile problem is there, that space shuttle problems are there. So just go through those problems. Now, after assessing those software crises, after assessing those software failures, you can ask me, why is there any ray of hope? How to overcome this problem? How to getting the overall supremacy in case of software engineering? How to qualify my software? But hardware cost continues to decline drastically. However, there are despite crisis for a silver bullet, something to make software cost drop as rapidly as computer hardware cost do. But as we look to the horizon of decade, we see no silver bullet. There is no single development, either in technology or in management technique, that by itself promises an one order of magnitude improvement in productivity, in reliability, and in simplicity. Now, the hard part of building software is the specific design and testing of this conceptual concept, not the labor of representing it and testing the correctness of representation. We still make syntax errors to be sure, but they are trivial as compared to the conceptual error in most systems. That is why building software is always hard, and there is inherently no silver bullet. While there is no royal road, there is a path forward. After assessing those things, you can say that you have to maintain the syntax error, you have to maintain the logical error. It's difficult task to develop a software properly. So software is in crisis, no such silver bullets or ray of hopes are there. But still they are saying that while there is no royal road, there is a path forward. যখন তোমার কাছে কোনো রাস্তা রাজপথ থাকবে না, नहीं रहेगा, तब तुमको शॉर्टकट यूज करने के लिए गली ढूंढना पड़ेगा. So that's why they are asking, is reusability is the new silver bullet? What is what's called reusable software? That is called open source software. What is open source software? I will discuss those later. Open source means where when you are getting the software, you are getting the code also. That is called open source. Source is open. And you can use that code. So now I am coming at the very beginning. What is software? The computer program and associated documents is called software. Computer program plus associated documents. Just a computer program is there. You can't say this is software. Software must belong to a group that set of three subsets: program, documentation, and operating procedure. That is called software. So documentation manuals কিরকম দেখতে হয়? Present manuals can be divided: analysis, specification, design, implementation, and testing. Analysis can be divided in three parts: formal specification, content diagram, data flow diagram, flowchart, entity relationship diagram. You will know all those things later. So just listen. One particular software packet will have a program, a set of programs, and a set of documentation manual, and set of operating procedure, how to operate that software. So user manual and operational manual. Okay. So documentation is also very, very important to develop a proper software. So এখন পর্যন্ত তোমরা জানতে কি software means writing a program? No. Software means writing a program, yes. But apart from that coding, there must be some very huge documentation. A documentation to drive the software, documentation to handle the software, documentation to run the software. So documentation is also very important. That's why software, to develop a software, you have to maintain a life cycle, a path where you will learn different steps. I will discuss later in the next chapter. So what is software product and what is software process? What is software product? Software product may be developed for a particular customer or may be developed for a general market. Software products may be generic and software product may be customized or bespoke. Generic software means developed to be sold to a range of different customers, and customized software is called as developed for a single customer according to their specifics. So that's the difference. Generic software is totally referred for a particular, not only for particular customer but also for the whole market. But customized is we are developing software now, just getting the request from a particular customer. So this is the difference between generic software and customized software. Software product is a product designed for delivery to the user. When you are developing a software, different byproducts will be emerged. Like source code, reports, documents, plans, data, manuals, prototype, test data, test suites, object codes. So each and every preliminary data has different meaning. So these are very important and these are called the software product, software intermediate product. You have to deliver those things in this delivery milestones. So software engineering is an engineering discipline which is concerned with all aspects of software production. And software engineering should adopt a systematic and organized approach to their work and use appropriate tools and techniques depending on the problem to be solved and the development constraints and use the resources available. That's why at the first conference on software engineering in 1968, Fritz Bayer defined software engineering as the establishment and the use of sound engineering principles in order to obtain economically developed software that is reliable and works efficiently in real machines. People Scratch defined the same as a discipline which aims in the production of quality software, that means software that is delivered on time, within budget, and that satisfies its requirements. So these two definitions are widespread standard definition given by scientist Fritz Bayer and given by scientist Stephen Scratch. Both the definitions are popular and acceptable in majority. However, due to increasing cost of maintaining software, objective is now shifting to produce quality software that is maintainable, delivered on time, within budget, and also satisfies its requirements. That's why you can say the definition of software engineering is to develop quality software in time within budget. Okay. Now the software process is a way in which we produce software. What is software process? Software process is the way it, in which we produce the software. Why it is difficult to improve a software process? So you know that you already learned that software development is quite not an easy matter. So if we want to improve the software development process, that means we have to improve the process. How to then when we are going to improve the software process, going to improve the software process, we face difficulty, and that difficulty lies on four reasons: not enough time, lack of knowledge, wrong motivation, and insufficient commitment. So 4 points are there: not enough time, lack of knowledge, wrong motivation, and insufficient commitment. Now, now I am telling you, not enough time means to develop a quality software you need time, but your project leader or your owner are not giving you time. You need at least 3 months to develop a code, but they are giving only 7 days. Obviously, the quality will hamper. Lack of knowledge. Each and every software engineer are using the knowledge of programming when they are developing the software. But you can say, I'm not hurting anyone, but in our software industry, you will find people from all branches, not only from CSE or IT, but also from each and every department. So, as a whole, grossly, you can say the knowledge behind a computer engineer who got the B in computer engineering or in IT, that knowledge is not properly sustained in the case of civil engineer, electrical engineer, meteorological engineer, mechanical engineer. They have to earn that knowledge from outside the airport curriculum. So lack of knowledge is a very, very important term. This is all about the other branch students. But for our branch students, one very interesting thing said by Professor Agarwal, that if you want to see the books of a software engineer in their bookshelves, you will find different types of books. So on the bookshelf, different types of books. You will find Java, you will find operating system, you will find database, you will find Grewal's map also. But you will never find any books related with software engineering. Actually, the knowledge why we have to know the software engineering subject is very, very poor. So this is called lack of knowledge. Wrong motivation. Motivation is very important thing. Motivation is the pillar of success. But if I motivated you in not in a proper way, that will give you a damaged result. That's why when the project leader spread the projects to the members, he or she must have to define the projects properly. At that time, the motivation is important. If they are giving proper motivation, output will be generated. If they are not spreading the motivation through among the members, then automatically the output will be hampered. And last one is insufficient commitment. These are actually these points are these factors are the managemental factors, the psychological factors, the social psychological factors. Insufficient commitment. Let's you are in the TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. You got a job. You have got a project. You are in that project. You are a good member, important member of this project. And that project is will ended on 2026. But late in 2021, you got an opportunity from Microsoft. So you will automatically left the job from TCS. That's why. This is called insufficient commitment. And this is quite a common scenario in the software industry. Everyone is moving from here and there. So that is called insufficient commitment. Commitment says that after getting a proper agreement, you have to fulfill the total agreement. That is called consignment commitment. So that is absent in case of software engineering. That's why insufficient commitment, wrong motivation, not enough knowledge, not enough time. These are the factors behind the project software process improvement. Okay, this is very important. Now you can see this curve. This is a curve, but where curve time versus productivity curve. Okay, so you can see the productivity is first time initial state. It's coming from this end. It's coming from this end. Then it's going state, then decreasing. And in this point, they are saying that process improvement begins. And again, this one uprising and uprise, and then at the final end, we get the improved future state. So this is called, here you can see this point, in this point, the productivity is decreasing. Productivity is decreasing. But they are saying that this is a learning curve. Look, this is the software development learning curve. Okay, so at the initial stage, we are getting data. Initial stage, we are taking requirements. Initial stage, we are trying to make the design. But when we are trying to, we have started the development, this is decreasing. That means this is called the learning phase. Here we are learning. Then after completion of learning, automatically it will improve the curve. And at the final end, we have got the improved future state. This is it. This curve is very important. This is called software learning curve and software or rather productivity versus time curve. Now, software has different features. Software has different characteristics. First one, you can say software doesn't wear out. Software doesn't wear out. That means you can't destroy a software totally. That is quite common for hardware. So this is a bathtub curve for hardware. This is not a curve for software. So this time axis and this one is failure intensity axis. So the first one is called burning phase. Then useful life phase, we have got the useful lifespan, total lifespan. Then the last phase one, again the failure intensity is giving uprising. This is called wear out phase. এখানে hardware का खत्म हो जा रहा है. Hardware wearing out totally. But that is not, this is called bathtub curve for hardware. This is not case for software. In case of software, the last wear out phase will not be there. This one, this picture is absent here. In case of hardware, this one is there, but the same thing will be in case of software, but the wear out phase will not be there. Still in the wear out phase, the useful life phase like the phase will be, this one will go on. This was called, that's why called software doesn't wear out. Software is not manufactured. You can't manufacture software. Software can be coded, software can be processed, software cannot be manufactured. Reusability of components, we can reuse the components. Like we have developed a software for a particular library management system. We can use the code for a particular hostel management. We use the code for a restaurant management system. So using the code is very common for in case of software. And software is flexible. You know that software is very, you can copy this code, you paste this code. Software you can edit the code. So software is very flexible. So these are the software characteristics. Still, software is very hard to develop. And comparison of constructing a bridge via writing a program, there is an interesting table. So when you are making debates with the other branches engineers, you can see this table. You can share this table. So constructing a bridge versus writing a program, which one is tough? So the problem is well understood in case of constructing a bridge, but only some parts of the problems are understood, others are not. There are many existing bridges, and every program is different and designed for special applications. The requirement for a bridge typically do not change much during the construction, but the requirement typically changes during all stages of development. The strength and stability of a bridge can be calculated with reasonable precision, but not possible to calculate correctness of program with existing methods. When a bridge collapses, there is a detailed investigation report. But when a program fails, the reasons are not often unavailable or even deliberately conceived. Engineers have been constructing bridges for thousands of years, and the developers have been writing a program for 50 years almost. Materials like wood, stone, iron, steel or the techniques are quite old and changes slowly, but hardware and software changes rapidly. So after comparing these two, you can say software engineering is not a matter of joke. We have to face the challenges each and every time. The requirements are the new. The techniques are new. We have to update. This subject is not an old subject. Only some percent are understood. But then we have to predict. We have to estimate the cost. We have to estimate the budget. We have to estimate the functionalities very clearly. That's why so many challenges are there. So that's why in case of comparing with the mother engineering subjects, computer engineering is also very tough, and software engineering is going to be very tough engineering state. So the changing nature of software, many types of software are there: real-time software, embedded software, business software, personal software, architectural software, web software, engineer software, system software. I know you know those software names. So I'm changing. Now Trail has emerged to provide some source code to the customers and organizations. But already I told that this was called open source software. So when the trend comes that we are giving the software, parallelly we are giving the code. So actually this is a open source movement is going on throughout the globe. Everyone is saying that while we are using a software, while we can't edit the software, we are the computer engineers, we must have the right to change the software. But when we are installing a software, you know that a big huge document will come and we have to put a I agree. Then only we can install. So that I agree is not only a very poor technique to convince a software engineer. That's why the trend of open source has came. When open source software like Linux, MySQL, PHP, open source, Apache Tomcat, etc., so many softwares are coming nowadays. And this open source means we can use that open source. We can use if you have if you got the chance, you can, and you have obviously if you have the credibility, then you can edit the code, and that editable code will be used by other partners. This is called open source software. Now the software myths. Okay, I will discuss this software myth in the next.
Sir, I have a question.
Next, wait. Next class. Now tell me if any questions are there one by one.
Yes, sir. I have a question. That is, can we take an open source software and make changes in it, and can we like register it for ourselves, and can we like sell that software?
No, man. I am telling you that open source is a particular like Linux software. Okay, so you can edit. You can get the open source. You can unmute your microphone. No, unmute your microphone. Open source software means you can see the code, source code. Okay, that is unavailable for other software. And if after you are seeing the code, that means you can access the code. Now, if you have seen that, I think that some errors are there. If I have the ability to edit the code for upgradation purpose, then you have to write a letter to the authority. Then authority will permit you to edit the code. Now you can't sell because that is against the open source. Open source software is software that can be used by anyone. Everyone is upgrading. But if you want to sell a particular software, you have to develop a customized software. That is called bespoke software. Then you can sell. Okay. Any other question?
No, sir, not at the moment.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else?
So in that case, that question now was asked that can I sell the code? Suppose I have modified the code and I have modified so much that, but I reuse the code from open source. In that case, can I sell?
No.
Okay.
For selling purpose, you need the permission from authority. let Linux authority is there, Linux authority is there. You are editing, you are giving your contribution in case of Linux software, okay? But think that, can you sell the Linux? No, Linux is a, apart from your corridor, Linux authority is there. You can upgrade, but you can't sell. That is, যদি সেলই করতে পারবে, so why open source?
Okay, sir.
So that's why the closed source softwares are there. Each and every one, one interesting thing is there. You can assess now you are going to be an engineer. Why this type of free movements is coming on? Look, tell me, if you want to write a letter, which software you will use? Anyone else? Anyone please tell me. If you want Microsoft Word. Apart from Microsoft Word, anyone can say, are you using any other text editor? No.
Google Docs.
Very few.
Google
Very few.
Docs.
Google Docs, very few, and nowadays we are using. But for writing standalone messaging in a letter, we are obviously preferring Microsoft. You are giving you are instructing to give a presentation. For PPT purpose, you will use PowerPoint. You will use Excel. Now tell me, all are belongs to Microsoft family. So we are bound to use this type of Microsoft product. And that's why Microsoft Bill Gates belong a huge type. So that is called closed source. And each and every one knows that we are using the Microsoft products that are not original. You are not buying. You are using the pirated version. Microsoft also knows that, but still they are giving permission. Why do you know? Because that is called a very targetic movement. They are spreading they are advertising. তোমরা যখন ছোট আছো, you are using Microsoft product, pirated Microsoft product. Till you are gradually you are upgrading yourself. आस्ते आस्ते जब बड़ा हो जाओगे, till you are accommodating. तुमको यही पता हो जाएगा कि to write a letter you have to use Microsoft Word, and you have to buy that Microsoft that time. That is the interest of Microsoft Word. Against this concept, our aim is we will spread computer science, we will spread computer knowledge to the whole globe. And if anyone can have able to edit, they may edit. Why the source will be closed enough to give the company a big profit? It will be spreaded properly. Like physics, chemistry, mathematics, all are spreading their knowledge. But here, the concept was to concentrate all their knowledge in a bulk person and just get the profit. এটার বিরুদ্ধে একটা মুভমেন্ট শুরু হয়েছে, that is called open source movement. So that's why this is called open source movement. We are spreading our course, we are spreading our knowledge. You can use, you can edit, but still ওই যে একটা বড় একটা বিশাল একটা জায়গা आ जाता है, बहुत कुछ लिखा रहता है, you can't edit, and I have to put a tick on I still agree, I agree, then only I can install. That age has been over. Now the new generation is coming up, new operating systems are coming up, and the new open source software are coming up. Okay. So any query apart from this? I've not got it. Again, please repeat. No, you are not getting my point. Open source software agreement must be there. But open source means you can see the source code. Can you see the source code of Microsoft Office? That is the difference. Agreement must be there. Otherwise, after taking the code from the open source, public will sell the market. So agreement must be there. Consent must be there. Public is not honest nahi hai na. They will take the source code from Apache Tomcat and they will sell after giving their name. That is very common. That's why agreement must be there. But that agreement is not the agreement to not show the not to show the source code. You can see the source code. Okay. So any query apart from this course? Then I will ask a question. Then I'll ask the question. So Jitendra Kumar, unmute your microphone.
Yes, sir.
And tell me, what is the definition of software engineering?
Software engineering.
Yes, sir.
Did you attend the class totally?
Yes, sir.
Dekho, my intention is we are taking the virtual classes, and this is the first time I think I got the academic interaction with you. I got the chance. So my intention, I am little bit different teacher. My intention is we will discuss the matter in a class and we will complete the matter here. এই ক্লাসের বাইরে যেন তা পড়তে হয়। So try to attend the class seriously, okay? Jitendra Kumar, I told the definition several times, but you heard, but you don't reminding because you not heard the definition attentively.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Manvi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the definition
Sir,
of software engineering?
yes, sir. It is the branch of computer science whose aim is to make a proper software, quality software, which can deliver it purpose on time. Like its time complexity should be manageable.
Time complexity is different thing and time is different thing. And time, you told properly, okay, Manvi, that quality software in time. Another factor is there.
Sir, it should satisfy its requirement. It should do the task it is intended to do.
It's quite common, but
Sir,
budget
it is economical.
budget will be there. Budget.
Budget.
In
Okay.
time, within budget. Okay. Thank you. Prince Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is software product?
Sir, I have to study first.
Lumki Mukherjee. प्रिंस कुमार जल्दी खुद को चेंज कर लो। मेरा क्लास में प्रिपरेशन क्लास में होगा, जल्दी चेंज कर लो, तुमके लिए बेहतर होगा। लुमकी मुखर्जी प्रोडक्ट, लुमकी मुखर्जी सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट काके वाले?
Sir, software products are nothing but software system delivered to the customer with the documents.
How many types of software products are there?
There are two type product, two broad
Okay.
category.
Okay.
Generic product and customized product.
Very good. Shubhashree Datta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me,
Yes, sir.
why software process is difficult to improve? Why software process is difficult to improve?
The software processes are difficult.
ভুলে গেছো?
Sir, হ্যাঁ স্যার মানে ঠিক করে বলতে পারবো স্যার, দাঁড়া একটু
এর পরের দিন থেকে যেন ঠিক করে বলতে পারো, তার জন্য প্রিপারেশন নেবে। ঠিক আছে?
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
লাস্ট কোয়েশ্চেন, জ্যোতিষ রঞ্জন মল্লিক। জ্যোতিষ জি,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
বলো
Yes, sir.
বলো what is the
So, what's your question?
what is the difference between software improvement and hardware improvement in case of
So,
hardware?
Sir, in hardware improvement, we will mostly depend on the hardware compiler and etc. And
Don't make story. Don't make story. Say from this today's lesson.
Sir, I have heard that, sir, in the presentation that over a time, hardware design increases.
Yes, Moore's law, yes.
Hardware cost increases exponentially, but
Hardware
software.
cost decreasing exponentially.
Sir,
Hardware
hardware exponentially increases.
कौनटा कॉस्ट बढ़े है हार्डवेयर कॉस्ट बढ़े है ज्यादा हो जा रहा है
Sir,
again see the Moore's law you are just telling me the opposite. This is called Moore's law. Processor speed and memory capacity doubles every 2 years, exponentially increasing 2 years the processor speed and memory capacity, and side by side the budget is also decreasing. If you want to buy a television in 1980, you have to spend a much more budget. But
yes,
now you are getting mobile in 1000. That is totally unbelievable in case of so hardware cost is decreasing as well as the memory speed, processing speed, or the technological specification is increasing. But you told me the opposite way. Okay?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. So anyway, so that is enough for today's class. So I think you got the flavor, and after each and every class, I will make the synopsis. I will ask the question. I will ask your queries, etc., etc. My intention is I will complete the class in a single class. Okay, इसके बाद पढ़ना नहीं होगा. और
Okay, sir.
और another instruction is don't take any tension regarding the syllabus, regarding the questionnaires, etc., etc. वो सब कुछ चिंता मेरा है. You just attentively keep the lesson. And another thing is, apart from this teaching job, I'm also the examination in charge of UIT. That's why I'm very much busy. तुम लोगों का रिजल्ट निकलना पड़ता है, तुम लोगों का मार्कशीट तैयार करना पड़ता है, तुम लोगों को ये करना पड़ता है, वो करना पड़ता है, तो बहुत बिजी रहता हूँ. तो मेरा जो रूटीन है, रूटीन का एकदम रूटीन वाइज क्लास होगा, मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ. आई विल डिस्कस द राहुल with your CR, okay, and I will take up feasible time as per your time, as per my time, okay, and it's my request to cooperate me in this manner. राहुल, कोई प्रॉब्लम है?
No, sir. Okay,
ठीक है,
sir.
क्लास के कब ना तुमसे बात करके मैं बोल दूंगा. अच्छा राहुल, तुम उस दिन कॉलेज आए थे ना?
Yes, sir.
उस काम हो गया?
नहीं सर, वो हो नहीं पाया. मतलब उसको मैं सेकंड सेम, उस टाइम थर्ड सेम का रिजल्ट मेरे हाथ में नहीं था, तो मैं सेकंड सेम का ही उसमें फीड किया हुआ था.
थर्ड सेम का अभी तक तो मार्क्स आ गया? तो
नहीं, हाँ, अब वो ले लिए हैं, तो उसको हम अपडेट कर देंगे. अब
मार्कशीट मिल गया तुमको थर्ड सेम का?
हाँ, मार्कशीट मिल गया.
अच्छा, अपडेट करके मुझे साइन कर लेना.
ओके सर.
तो कहाँ से आते हो? घर से आए थे वर्धमान?
हाँ सर.
फिर तुमको एक बार आना पड़ेगा.
ओके सर.
कल आना. हाँ, कल आके मुझसे मिल करना.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, चलो.
थैंक यू सर.
Thank you for the class. Thank you. I'm leaving.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you sir.